Hello everyone, how you keeping today? This is Peter and welcome to the very first Monday build of 2026, that is April 2026, and we're going to continue on with the construction theme of builds, and that is this 2025 release of the Lego City 60466. That is the Bulldozer, and this beast consists of 682 parts. So, without further ado, let's fire up the time-lapse build, and I will chat to you all at the end, and we'll run through some of these features at the end of the video, as I prefer to do it all at the end. But let's get that time-lapse build fired up, and I'll see you at the end. Alrighty then, this concludes this week's time-lapse build, but as I have received some good comments and stuff, I'm going to improve, and I'm going to give a summary before I show off the set and its features. One thing I do like about it, as you may have saw in the time-lapse build, is that it does have an animated engine and it does have a poseable scoop. So I'll just lift that up like that, and I believe that does extend as well, but it really does look cool. I absolutely love building this. You get a total of 3 Lego minifigures and a street sign, so you can pop this anywhere in your city if you want to, right? And also, I've just created a scenario here, right? Is that you got this guy here who is the foreman on the construction site, and he's chucking orders through the walkie-talkie to the female construction worker, who can just get rid of the debris like so. And if you just have a look carefully, I'll just move these out the way. You do get 3 minifigures, which I think is quite generous for a set like this, to be honest. So there's a bundle of fun. You can pick any one you like. I'll just put the first one in the cab, so it does rotate and that. You've got a poseable sort of a cultivator thing which actually digs up the earth, so you can lay it, so the construction workers can lay new foundations down for building new buildings and all that good stuff. And I'm not sure if the camera is picking this up, but actually I'll show you better from the top. Just bear with me, I'll take the hood off. Right, now just have a look at this. Now if I just tip that forwards, right, you've got an animated engine. And if I pop that back on, and then I'm going to drive it towards you, pay attention to this part here please. So when you move it forwards and backwards, you've got like a spinning disc inside there which represents a cooling fan on this bulldozer, which I do believe is based on one of the Caterpillar bulldozers in the real world, and it's actually such a nice set. So like I said, right, I'd love to hear your comments, both constructive as well as positive. I'm working on improving lighting around here, so I might get one of those ring lights if that would make the videos better. But as always, I love making these videos. I do it for fun, if anything, right folks? I don't do it for money or masses of views. If it happens, it happens. But I'm just happy doing my thing and just making great Lego related content and non-Lego related content, as you may have seen on the channel recently. But I just love covering all kinds of brick builds really. So yeah, definitely a nice set. This was a 2025 release, and just for the record, the reference number is 60466. That is the bulldozer, and it is 682 pieces. That concludes this week's build, everyone. As always, feel free to leave a like. You're more than welcome to come and join us by clicking that subscribe button. It'd be a pleasure to have you aboard. This is Peter signing out, and I will see you all in next week's upload, of which again is construction themed. So I'll see you in the next one then. Have a fantastic, blessed day everyone, and once again, thank you for watching.